We recently were asked if we were interested in taking on a job of cutting a concrete block basement wall to install a window. The client had an existing window, single pane glass, already there, but it was too narrow and too short to fit these two brand new Anderson windows that they had been given. They wanted us to make them work. Typically in this situation, I'd hire a company that cuts foundations for us, but they're costly and they charge $1,600 a day rate. So we'd probably use a gas cutoff saw, right? But the house was occupied, they had small kids, and we thought we wanted to avoid the exhaust fumes. So we settled on using our Husqvarna 9-inch cordless cutoff saw. We used these on our head-to-head that we recently did. If you haven't seen that head-to-head, you gotta check it out. This saw runs on batteries, does not pollute with fumes. And because the saw only has a 3-inch depth of cut, we knew that we would have to cut on both sides of this wall to make it work. So we were going to install these two windows. We wanted to pretty much put them side by side with a 2x4 between them for a nailer, for trim. And that gives us just a little bit of trim, but it's also good for our nailing flange. The windows would be installed within a frame of 2x8 pressure treated lumber because we wanted it to span enough of the concrete block to get into some good solid securing, with tapcons. So we determined our rough opening by placing the windows on the floor, gave ourselves 1.5 inch space between the two, and we measured. And we measured the width and length. We added 1 inch to the width and 1/2 inch to the length for shimming and plumbing. Once we had this measurement figured out, we needed to figure out our framing measurements to get our total cut. So we added 6 inches to the width to accommodate for two 2x8s, jack studs on either side. And we decided to just cut really low at this mortar joint to make it easy for us, to give us enough room for a 7¼ inch header on top. It worked out perfectly, actually. So adding these measurements to our rough opening measurements gave us our total concrete block cut. And with these total measurements figured out, we transferred the measurements onto the concrete wall, leveled and plumbed our marks, and then we used a permanent marker. And the reason why I use permanent marker is when you're using the cutoff saw, the water will wash off chalk or pencil lines and stuff, and it's darker than a pencil as well. Once the window was marked out on the inside, we used a Makita SDS hammer drill. We drilled through the lower corners to mark those locations on the outside. And then we just transferred those lines onto the exterior of the wall to mark those as well. Because remember, we had to cut on both sides. We'd set up a water hose for the saw, so we do wet cutting operations to keep the dust down, as well as a wet dry vacuum to collect the slurry. When cutting a concrete block, if you can, I always try to cut within the mortar joints if possible. And we use the saw first to score the line and get that cut established, and then we plunge in and make our 3-inch deep cuts. Once complete, we use a sledgehammer to break through the concrete blocks at that score line. Now, once you've opened that wall up, you'll have a number of partial concrete blocks that's going to need to either be refilled with mortar or replaced with half blocks. So you can repair that opening as required. You can use wire mesh in those cavities so the mortar has something to hold on to. Or in our case, we were able to actually put a wood buck right inside the cavity and secure it in place with tapcon screws. So this 2x6, it's pressure treated, and it fills the cavity beautifully. So when it's in place and secured, our frame could just nail right to it, which was perfect. And that worked on one side. So we used pressure treated lumber, and we did that in all areas that contacted our concrete. And 2x8 pressure treated lumber was used, and the first piece to be installed is the rough sill. So we chiseled as needed, we got it level, and then we installed our rough sill plate in the opening. And the sill plate was fastened to the concrete block with 3-inch tapcon screws. You have to use an SDS hammer drill, obviously. We drill right through the wood into the concrete, install them. We did eventually do a triple 2x6 header above, and we did 2 double 2x8 jack studs on either side. We also measured out the middle, and we put a stud in the middle, put Vicor all on the bottom sill and wrapped it up, and then we installed our windows level and plumb. Nailed them off with 2-inch nails, and then taped the nailing flanges with 3M flashing tape. That's it. It was that easy. The next step would be on the inside. We'd insulate the gap between the window frame and the rough opening. We haven't done this yet, but we would use low expanding foam insulation. The reason why I use low expanding foam is it's formulated not to expand excessively and warp the window frame. And then lastly, we'd trim the outside, and then when the walls are built on this basement, we'll do we'll tie in the walls to the window frames. There'll probably be a deep window jamb or something like that. Hopefully this video gave you a decent understanding of how to cut a concrete block wall and install a window in it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or give us a thumbs up, a like. I'm Rob Robillard. We'll see you next time here at Concord Carpenter.